Hello, my name is Rundgren, and this is Portfolio Content Creation 2's milestone for week 4 of my chosen discipline of character modeling. Do not worry, this is not the T-Rex, but just wanted to quickly show you this is what he looked like last week and now. A lot more detail was added. I still feel like from the side the head looks fine, but I think I need to mess with the brow a bit more. Because the front it looks kind of weird. I think maybe raise this part up a bit more, or either pull it inward maybe? I'll have to look at that later, but as you can probably tell, I added a lot more details. I tried to get some of the wrinkles in. I'm not quite sure what these are. I guess they're veins. I don't really know, but they're in a lot of T-Rex pictures and models, so just added those in. Probably rough them up a bit more. I mean, not necessarily rough them up, but wrinkle them up because they're normally not straight, or at least in most reference I have. Added some of the spines, as well as the bumps on the brow, because those are just kind of there usually. Not really so much a texture. Well, I guess you could do a texture for that, but it just seems a little easier just to make the bumps. As you can see, I put a lot of wrinkles in. Oh, I also put the scales on the feet as well, because those are very prominent. I'll probably be adding the claws next time, as well as getting the extra teeth in and trying to tweak with the mouth more so that he will have an overbite. But yeah, I also tried to get the ribs to show up more, because in most references the ribs are just kind of shown. I mean, something that big would probably have the ribs be shown anyway. I also tried to add some more wrinkles. I may have over-defined the sorry, I'm trying to think of the word for it. The I guess shoulder blade or collarbone, not sure. I'd have to look at the skeleton, but this part right here may have over-defined this part, or at least this particular section. I think the part where it's the shoulder blade comes in, as well as right here, or the start of the actual arm. I think that's kind of fine, but this may need to be tweaked back just a little bit because it's protruding a bit more than it should. Tried to define the muscles of the legs a bit more. I even tried to add some of the veins. So you can, oops, sorry. As you can see, smooth those a bit more. Sorry. Tried to get the wrinkles as best I could, particularly in areas that see a lot more movement. Particularly the legs that are connecting, parts of the legs that are connecting to the body, the hips, the shoulder, as well as just the creases in the knees and the elbows. Probably do need to work a bit more with the feet. These are meant to be bigger scales, but I probably could just get rid of them and replace them with wrinkles. Not entirely sure. I also did flatten the feet. That was a annoying process because, well, actually I'll just quickly show you. It does this weird webbing thing. I don't quite know what it is, so I had to do quite a bit to clean that up before, but I think they turned out pretty fine. Maybe thicken the toes out just a little bit more, or make them a little longer. Either or, I think, would be necessary. Probably tweak with the hand a bit more, but overall, this is what I have. I tried, once again, adding some more texture, some more muscle undertones. As you can see, I mostly focused on the wrinkles as much as I could. Try to get those at least started. Also tweak with the eye a bit, as well as just the head in general. Sorry about that. Probably a lot more work needs to be done on the eye. Once again, this may just boil down to the fact of what I said before when I first started this. the brow probably needs to be tweaked with a bit, because from the side it looks fine. Front, it looks pretty wonky for some reason. Maybe just the whole head is wider than it should be, or at least this part is wider than it should be. But overall, this is what I had. I think it's come through fairly well. Probably a bit more work on the tail too, because there's not really much detail on the tail. Probably just add the lines, but then again, that could probably be done with texturing. Oh, and the wrinkles on the neck could probably have been done a bit more. Maybe use the move tool and push them forward just a bit more, because they're pushed back a little more than I'd like. But overall, this is what I have. I think it looks a fair bit better than it did, and I'd like to start getting the texturing before too long, but don't want to rush it. I'd like to get as much muscle and wrinkles in as I can before I start messing with that. I look forward to your next critique. Oh, one last quick thing before I stop. Oh, you did not say anything about the, sorry, I'm trying to think of it, the demo reel. So I'm assuming that means you just wanted me to focus on this. If I'm not mistaken, FSO still has that special I guess it doesn't. Huh. The last... Oh, there it is. Final submission link. I'm just going to do that and submit the previous... Or not the previous demo. The demo reel from last month. But I am also going to do it from this, the milestone page where I do all my submission links. So, but that's pretty much all I'm doing right now. I hope this has met your standards thus far, and I hope, and I look forward to your next critique.